After menopause, many women look in the mirror and see changes they never expected. Thinner hair, fine lines, and skin that just doesn't bounce back anymore. But here's something you might not know. It's not just hormones. It's also vitamin deficiencies, and 3 specific vitamins could help your skin, hair, and nails look younger, almost overnight. Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Grace, and on Women's Health Tip, I help women over 50 rediscover their beauty, vitality, and inner glow through science, not trends. You see, after 50, the body begins to lose more than collagen. It loses the very nutrients that keep your cells vibrant and alive. These are the silent depletions that most women never hear about. While the beauty industry wants you to believe youth comes in a jar or an injection, the truth is far more empowering. Your body already knows how to renew itself. It just needs the right tools. In today's episode, we'll uncover 3 essential vitamins that act like internal rejuvenators. They don't mask aging. They help your skin regain elasticity, your hair recover strength, and your nails rebuild from within. Because aging gracefully isn't about chasing youth, it's about nourishing it. It's about restoring what time and stress have quietly taken away, and honoring the wisdom of your body as it learns to heal itself. So, if you've ever felt that your reflection no longer tells your full story, stay with me. In the next few minutes, you'll discover how small, evidence-based changes can help you look, and more importantly, feel younger, stronger, and beautifully alive again. Let's start with vitamin K2, the elasticity supporter. When women enter menopause, one of the first silent changes that happen beneath the surface is calcium misplacement. The body, once guided by estrogen, begins to lose its balance. Calcium, instead of strengthening your bones, starts to drift, settling in places it doesn't belong, in arteries, in soft tissues, even within the skin. Over time, this quiet shift shows up in the mirror. The skin that once felt supple begins to feel tight, dry, and less bouncy. Fine lines seem more defined, and no moisturizer feels quite enough. Many women assume this is simply aging, but in truth, it's often a signal that your body is missing. Vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 plays the role of a traffic director for calcium. It activates 2 key proteins, osteocalcin and matrix GLA protein, that guide calcium into your bones, while keeping it away from arteries and soft tissues. In simpler terms, it tells calcium where to go and where not to go. Without it, tissues gradually stiffen, including your skin. This is why vitamin K2 is so profoundly connected to elasticity. By maintaining proper calcium distribution, it helps preserve the soft, resilient structure beneath your skin, the very foundation that gives it that youthful spring. Scientific research backs this up. Studies have shown that women with higher K2 intake tend to have better vascular flexibility and more elastic connective tissues. In clinical settings, I've seen women who begin K2 supplementation describe their skin as less tight, more hydrated, and alive again after several weeks. The transformation is not theatrical, it's physiological. So where can you find this quiet miracle nutrient? K2 is abundant in natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish. It's also found in smaller amounts in aged cheeses like Gouda or Brie, and certain fermented dairy products. Unfortunately, these foods are rare in most Western diets, which explains why so many women unknowingly become deficient. That's why supplementation can be a practical solution. The most effective form is MK7, menaquinone 7, a long-acting type of K2 that stays active in the body longer than MK4. A typical dose ranges from 90 to 180 micrograms per day, ideally taken with your largest meal, especially one containing healthy fats to enhance absorption. Consistency matters more than intensity. K2 doesn't create overnight miracles, but with steady use, 6 to 8 weeks, many women notice subtle but real improvements. Skin that feels less rigid, holds moisture better, and regains a touch of natural resilience. It's important to note that if you're taking anticoagulants such as warfarin or have a bleeding disorder, you should always consult your healthcare provider before adding any form of vitamin K. But for most women, pairing K2 with vitamin D3 and magnesium supports calcium balance beautifully, protecting not only your bones but also your arteries and skin. Beyond its cosmetic role, K2 holds a deeper kind of beauty. It preserves the architecture of youth, not just the look of it. It strengthens bones that keep you upright and confident, and keeps blood vessels flexible, so your circulation can continue nourishing every cell. Think of vitamin K2 as a quiet restorer, rebuilding the scaffolding that allows your other habits to work better: your nutrition, your sleep, your skincare. When calcium is balanced, everything else from collagen production to hydration flows more naturally. So, the next time you notice your skin feeling less responsive or your face lacking that natural bounce, remember, it may not be the cream you're missing. It may be the calcium misdirection inside your body, and K2 is the compass that brings everything back to balance. This is the first step to restoring elasticity, not only in your skin, but in your confidence. Because when your body feels supported from within, your reflection starts to look like you again, not a version you're trying to chase, but the woman you've always been. Next is Astaxanthin, the glow protector. If vitamin K2 restores the structure beneath your skin, Astaxanthin is the guardian of the glow that shines upon it. It's the deep, luminous radiance that no cream can replicate, because it comes from within. Astaxanthin is a natural carotenoid antioxidant found in salmon, shrimp, lobster, and certain microalgae. It's what gives flamingos their pink feathers and salmon their coral hue. But more importantly, it's what can help your skin regain its vibrancy after menopause, when oxidative stress begins to quietly dull the complexion. Here's what happens. As estrogen levels fall, your body's natural antioxidant defenses weaken. That means your skin becomes more vulnerable to invisible attackers, free radicals generated by sunlight, pollution, and even emotional stress. These radicals break down collagen and elastin, the two proteins that keep skin smooth and firm. The result? Wrinkles deepen, pigmentation becomes uneven, and your skin begins to lose its natural light. Most topical products can only work on the surface. Sunscreens block UV light, and moisturizers hydrate temporarily. But astaxanthin works from the inside out. It embeds itself directly across your cell membranes, protecting both the inner and outer layers of your skin cells from oxidative stress. In fact, studies show that astaxanthin is up to 500 times stronger than vitamin E and many times more powerful than vitamin C in neutralizing free radicals. That's why scientists call it the internal sunscreen. Not because it blocks UV rays, but because it shields your cells from the oxidative damage those rays leave behind. Clinical research supports this. In a double-blind, placebo-controlled trial in Japan, women who took 6 milligrams of astaxanthin daily for 8 weeks showed visible improvements in elasticity, moisture retention, and fine wrinkles. Many also reported that their skin tone looked brighter, and their overall complexion fresher, even without changing their skincare routine. From my own practice and observation, I often describe astaxanthin as a mirror vitamin. It doesn't just change how your skin behaves, it changes how your reflection feels. Women frequently tell me that after a few weeks, they notice a subtle but undeniable difference. Photographs look softer. The under-eye area seems less tired, and their face regains a natural radiance that feels authentic, not artificial. To get these benefits, consistency again is key. Natural dietary sources like wild salmon, trout, and shrimp do contain astaxanthin, but the amounts are small. To match the effective doses seen in studies, most women benefit from 4-8 milligrams daily, ideally taken with a meal containing healthy fats such as olive oil, avocado, or fatty fish to aid absorption. When choosing a supplement, look for one that specifies its source as Haematococcus pluvialis, the red microalgae that produces the purest, most researched form of astaxanthin. Avoid vague labels or blends that don't list the milligram content clearly. Astaxanthin's magic is cumulative. You might notice improvements after 6 to 8 weeks, but its deeper benefits, such as protection for the eyes, cardiovascular system, and even muscle endurance, build over time. It's not just a beauty molecule, it's a longevity molecule. Think of it as your skin's daily armor. While K2 strengthens your foundation, astaxanthin shields your surface, preserving that gentle glow that tells the world, I am alive, well, and radiant in my own skin. But there's something more profound here too. The glow that astaxanthin helps restore isn't only physical, it's symbolic, a reflection of vitality, resilience, and the quiet strength that mature women embody. It's that moment when you look in the mirror and see not age, but aliveness. So, if you've ever felt that your skin has lost its spark, remember, light begins within. Feed your cells with what they truly crave, and your outer glow will simply follow. The third is vitamin B7 biotin, the keratin builder. If vitamin K2 restores the foundation and astaxanthin protects the glow, then biotin rebuilds the visible structure, your hair, nails, and the outer layer of your skin. Many women describe a moment of quiet frustration, brushing their hair only to see more strands fall out, or watching their nails split just as they begin to grow. These may seem like small annoyances, but they are biological whispers, signs that your body is struggling to maintain keratin production. Keratin is the protein that gives strength and structure to your hair, nails, and skin. It's what makes a strand of hair resilient and a nail smooth and durable. But as we age, the enzymes responsible for creating keratin depend heavily on biotin, and our stores of biotin slowly decline. Menopause, stress, medication, and even certain dietary habits can all contribute to this subtle depletion. When biotin levels drop, keratin synthesis slows down. Hair becomes finer and more fragile. Nails lose their thickness. Skin feels rougher, less hydrated. In essence, the body is missing one of its essential builders. Biotin belongs to the B-complex family of vitamins, and it acts like a coenzyme, helping your body convert nutrients into energy and raw materials for new cell growth. Without it, your cells can't fully renew, and the tissues that rely on rapid turnover like hair follicles and nail beds begin to show the effects first. Scientific studies confirm what many women have experienced firsthand. In one study published in the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology, participants with brittle nails who took 2.5 milligrams of biotin daily for 6 months showed significant improvements in thickness, strength, and resistance to breakage. Other research has observed enhanced hair growth and reduced shedding among postmenopausal women supplementing with biotin. But here's what's most inspiring. Biotin doesn't create artificial change. It restores what your body already knows how to do. It reminds your cells how to grow strong again. You can find biotin in natural foods like eggs, almonds, walnuts, avocados, and sweet potatoes. However, cooking can destroy part of it, and absorption naturally declines with age. That's why many women over 50 benefit from gentle supplementation, typically 2.5 to 5 milligrams per day. taken with meals, because biotin is water-soluble, excess amounts are safely excreted through urine, and side effects are extremely rare. Results take time, usually 2 to 3 months, but they're deeply rewarding. You might first notice subtle signs: nails that no longer peel, fine baby hairs growing near your temples, or skin that feels smoother when you touch your cheek. Each of these is your body's quiet way of saying, "I'm rebuilding." To enhance biotin's effects, pair it with adequate protein intake, eggs, legumes, or lean meats, since keratin itself is made from amino acids. Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, chia, or flax also nourish the scalp and nail beds, supporting stronger, more flexible growth. And don't forget hydration. Even the best nutrients need water to reach your cells. I often tell my patients that biotin isn't about vanity, it's about vitality. The hair you see, the nails you touch, the skin you feel, they are reflections of your internal health. When your body begins to repair from within, confidence returns in quiet, beautiful ways. Because for women after 50, beauty isn't about chasing youth, it's about reconnecting with your natural rhythm of renewal. When you give your body the building blocks it has been missing, it does what it's always done. It heals, it strengthens, it shines. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about thinning hair or fragile nails, pause and remember, your body hasn't forgotten how to be strong. It's simply asking for the nourishment to begin again. And biotin is the gentle key that unlocks that renewal. These vitamins work best when your body's environment supports them. Even the most effective supplements can only reach their full potential if your daily habits create the right foundation. Think of your body as a living garden. The vitamins are the seeds, and your habits are the soil. When the soil is healthy, the seeds can flourish. First, hydration. Water is not just something you drink. It's the transport system for every nutrient in your body. When you drink 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, you help your skin stay plump, your circulation improve, and your cells absorb the vitamins they need to renew and repair. Next, sleep. During deep rest, your body restores collagen, repairs damaged cells, and resets hormone balance. Skipping sleep means skipping your body's natural healing cycle. Protect your 7 to 8 hours of rest as a non-negotiable part of beauty care. Then, nutrition. Colorful foods, reds, greens, purples, oranges are full of antioxidants and phytonutrients that amplify the effects of your supplements. A colorful plate is a simple way to remind yourself that nourishment starts from within. And finally, stress management. High stress levels raise cortisol, which breaks down collagen and speeds up aging. Take at least 10 minutes each day to breathe deeply, meditate, pray, or simply slow down. Calm on the inside always shows on the outside. Your habits are the soil, and your vitamins are the seeds. Nurture both, and you'll see real, lasting change. When hydration, rest, nutrition, and calm come together, your skin glows naturally, your energy rises, and you begin to feel beautifully alive in your own skin again. It restores what your body already knows how to do. It reminds your cells how to grow strong again. You can find biotin in natural foods like eggs, almonds, walnuts, avocados, and sweet potatoes. However, cooking can destroy part of it, and absorption naturally declines with age. That's why many women over 50 benefit from gentle supplementation, typically 2.5 to 5 milligrams per day, taken with meals. Because biotin is water-soluble, excess amounts are safely excreted through urine, and side effects are extremely rare. Results take time, usually 2 to 3 months, but they're deeply rewarding. You might first notice subtle signs: nails that no longer peel, fine baby hairs growing near your temples, or skin that feels smoother when you touch your cheek. Each of these is your body's quiet way of saying, "I'm rebuilding." To enhance biotin's effects, pair it with adequate protein intake, eggs, legumes, or lean meats, since keratin itself is made from amino acids. Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, chia, or flax also nourish the scalp and nail beds, supporting stronger, more flexible growth. And don't forget hydration. Even the best nutrients need water to reach your cells. I often tell my patients that biotin isn't about vanity, it's about vitality. The hair you see, the nails you touch, the skin you feel, they are reflections of your internal health. When your body begins to repair from within, confidence returns in quiet, beautiful ways. Because for women after 50, beauty isn't about chasing youth, it's about reconnecting with your natural rhythm of renewal. When you give your body the building blocks it has been missing, it does what it's always done. It heals, it strengthens, it shines. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about thinning hair or fragile nails, pause and remember, your body hasn't forgotten how to be strong. It's simply asking for the nourishment to begin again. And biotin is the gentle key that unlocks that renewal. So remember, beauty after 50 isn't about reversing time. It's about giving your body what it still needs to thrive. Every cell in you still remembers how to heal, how to rebuild, and how to shine. All it needs is your patience, your care, and the right nourishment from within. Start small. Stay consistent. You don't need to do everything at once. Begin with one healthy habit, one glass of water, one good night's sleep, one mindful breath. Over time, those small moments of care become powerful. They turn into visible energy, into radiant skin, into confidence that feels natural again. Because aging gracefully isn't a loss of youth, it's a return to balance. When you care for your body with intention, your beauty doesn't fade. It transforms. It becomes deeper, calmer, and more authentic, the kind of beauty that comes from peace, not perfection. If this message inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to Women's Health Tip. Your support helps our community of wise, radiant women grow stronger every day. Women who believe that health is beauty, that self-care is power, and that it's never too late to feel vibrant in your own skin. Together, we're redefining what it means to age, not with fear, but with grace. So, keep showing up for yourself, keep nourishing your body, and keep shining from the inside out. I'm Dr. Laura Grace, and I'll see you in the next video, where we continue this journey toward lasting vitality, radiant health, and the quiet, beautiful confidence of women who choose to thrive. It restores what your body already knows how to do. It reminds your cells how to grow strong again. You can find biotin in natural foods like eggs, almonds, walnuts, avocados, and sweet potatoes. However, cooking can destroy part of it, and absorption naturally declines with age. That's why many women over 50 benefit from gentle supplementation, typically 2.5 to 5 milligrams per day, taken with meals. Because biotin is water-soluble, excess amounts are safely excreted through urine, and side effects are extremely rare. Results take time, usually 2 to 3 months, but they're deeply rewarding. You might first notice subtle signs: nails that no longer peel, fine baby hairs growing near your temples, or skin that feels smoother when you touch your cheek. Each of these is your body's quiet way of saying, "I'm rebuilding." To enhance biotin's effects, pair it with adequate protein intake, eggs, legumes, or lean meats, since keratin itself is made from amino acids. Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, chia, or flax also nourish the scalp and nail beds, supporting stronger, more flexible growth. And don't forget hydration. Even the best nutrients need water to reach your cells. I often tell my patients that biotin isn't about vanity, it's about vitality. The hair you see, the nails you touch, the skin you feel, they are reflections of your internal health. When your body begins to repair from within, confidence returns in quiet, beautiful ways. Because for women after 50, beauty isn't about chasing youth, it's about reconnecting with your natural rhythm of renewal. When you give your body the building blocks it has been missing, it does what it's always done. It heals, it strengthens, it shines. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about thinning hair or fragile nails, pause and remember, your body hasn't forgotten how to be strong. It's simply asking for the nourishment to begin again. And biotin is the gentle key that unlocks that renewal.